You thought you were about to go into the video game. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking of Spoon 1000. I thought I was going to go into the video game that I'm about to watch. And to be honest, you are my doing fans. I'm just going to take you there right now. In style. Yeah. Style indeed. Here we go. Warning. For those who are under 21, yes, I'm looking at you and telling you, cannot allow to watch this video, episode, series, or even playlist without your parents' permission. If you are watching this without your parents' permission, then you are a silly person. It's not my fault, it's your fault. You have been warned. Hello everyone, ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, and true ages, and all there. It is me Superior 9000, but you call me Superior. Yes, that's right, the game streamer that we know is in the future, becoming entrepreneur, extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and co-writer, broadcaster, future wrestler. And yes, that is right, my doing fans. You read time, we're back once again playing and continuing the story series of Amorous. The story continues now. Before we get down into the video game business, I'm going to throw down 3 face cards down. That'll be the end of my turn. There's no ad film at the end of the recording streaming session. And if you're to this channel, my doing fans, please press the red button to subscribe, press the red button to follow, and then press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. And which press those three buttons, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make channel bigger, better, stronger, and more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. Now, enough chit-chat from your boy Superior 9000. Let's get into the video game business and let's get to work. Oh, and before I do, if you missed the previous episode, don't worry, your Superior will leave it in the description down below so each one of you can watch it. Now, as I said before, let's get to work and let's get into video game business. And before we do, just want to say to each and one of yous, I hope you got your trim clothes on, you got your food, your drinks and your snacks, and I hope you're chilling out on your bed or game chair or even the sofa, or bed, or game chair, either way. And also, good morning to you all, and good night to you all, as all of yous. Anyway, let's get into the video game mission. Continue, yes. Okay, let's see. Last episode we got a new contact, so we should apply to that. No. Yeah, we want you. So that part of him last night seems like a really great guy. I think I'd like to get to know him better. Ring, 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 Jack. Ring, ring, ring. He's not picking up. Maybe he's busy. Oh, bleep. Hey there, this is Jack. If it's morning, I'm probably asleep, and if it's evening, I'm probably at what you should be your favourite club. Either way, leave me a message, and I'll get back to you. Beep. Okay, well, we'll leave a message then. Superior said, hey there, this is Superior. Just giving you a call to see if you're still interested in meeting up sometime. I'll be on my phone for a while if you call back. Bye. I ended the call and I hope you call back. In the meantime, I can get on with my morning routine. I wasn't too sure to make plans, so got myself cleaned up and have breakfast, watch some TV. shows or watching or movies. Any down and run early morning. Oh, buzzing, buzz, or what do you want to call it? Took me a moment before I noticed my phone buzzing, and that's on the nearby countertop. I tactic and picked up the call. So we said hello. I heard some very mumbling on the other end first. It took a few moments before I could make out what was being said. Yeah, who's this? I shifted and chuckled. It's superior. From the club, there were a few loud noises on the end, and a second or two later, he seemed considerably more awake. Crap, I mean, he said, hi, sorry, the club wound up just exploring with people last night. I was taking orders until 3 in the morning and didn't get home till 4. It's nice to hear back from you. How was your night? So people said, met a couple of other people there and got to know them a bit better. Stayed out a little later than I expected, but it was a lot of fun, I guess. I do need to get out more. Jack said, well, that's a good night out. You look like you need to meet someone new, people. Shake up your routine a little. I'm glad to know it worked out well for you. You know, why not? I'll ask. I didn't mean to wake you up, but I was wondering about something. Oh, what's on your mind? Well, I was wondering if you might like to get together outside of the club. We could chat without having to shout over the noise, and someone else could make our drinks. Jack replied, but where's the fun in that? Very few people have many particular set of skills. Some people replied, oh, true, but I wasn't thinking of mixed drinks. It's early and you sound a little groggy. Maybe you'd be up for some coffee, my treat, or even pitch in for a muffin. Muffin, tempting offer, sure. I can use a pick-me-up. Give me about an hour or two to get ready. I literally fell into bed when I got home. Jack said, so people are sure. There's a coffee shop right near the clubs. Meet me there in about an hour. Jack replies, I've been by a few times on the way home from work. I'll see you there. Click. Phone off. Seems a little hesitant. Maybe that's just jitters on my end. Still, it'd be nice to see him again. Even if just for a coffee. I set my phone down on the counter. I heard loudly yawn behind me, which we know who that'd be. Turning around, Kobe was standing there beaming. Is that date planner here so early? Didn't meet someone last night? Kobe replied. He said, not that in any of your business, but maybe. Kobe's at school, I'm happy for you. That's part of why I wanted you to come along to the club. You spent all your time just moping around the house. You needed to get out. I do feel better about it. I got turned into a bit of funk over what happened. It's good to have a real distraction for once. Co-president, and why you should always listen to me. Now who caught your eye? If you have to, right, I met a guy at the bar. We had a few drinks and we chatted. It was really nice and cool. Creepy said, at the bar, huh? And who was that? Don't you have anything better to do than book me about my dating life? Speaker said. Creepy nope. You must be. No, it was the bartender. A really fun guy. Once he opened up a little. Creepy, oh, Jack, you're going on a date with Jack? Speaker said, it's not a date, it's just coffee. Dude, I'm so jealous. He's such a cutie. That bow tie. Wow. I didn't even know he was swung that way. Kirby said, what swingy? We're meeting for coffee. Besides, considering how much noise you were making when you got in, I think you managed pretty well by yourself, Spirit said. Kirby, oh, I met a few people, and he and I came back to test the couch springs, and when did finally stumbled into the bedroom anyway. Not that I don't mind you saving me a triple eyeful. Replied, sure, two of them. So anyway, I need to get ready. I'm meeting him in an hour. Hope you don't mind if I grab a quick shower before I go. Copilot says, but you let me go first last time. Yes, but you don't have someone waiting on your. Copilot, anyway, it is a date. By all means, go first, you little Casanova, you. But I want all the details when you get home. Have fun, Kirby says. Spoo said he's gone off the kitchen barely, keeping his grin in the cheek as I slipped back up to our room. Glancing myself in the window with my window half open, I realized just how I looked at that moment. Nothing a good shower and some TLC can fix. The water felt great, washing away my exhaustion. Part of me hated it, admitted, but maybe Kobe was right about going to the club. My life had become a little dull, and lately the promise of getting to know someone new was exciting. As I got out of the tower of my looking at wondering, I barely knew this guy. What if I have expectations and he doesn't? I didn't even know what sort of people he was interested in. He certainly seemed a little flaming. Maybe there was something to that snapping out of my soul. For a moment, I looked at the clock and I was like, "Oh shit! I'm nearly timed. Gotta go fast. Gotta go." In my hurry, I made a wrong turn just to get to the coffee shop, and I wound up taking it longer than I thought. Pushed open the door and glanced around to see a few couples sitting at the tables. Just as I was about to accuse myself for missing him, I saw Jack at the counter near the window, noticing the coffee mug, and I looking outside. His color was more than natural, and his clothes was less revealing. I placed my order at the counter and walked it over. She said, "Hey there, Sam, right?" He looked up out of his weird smiled. He should have jumped and one brighter. Thought I'm not sure he noticed. Set my coffee down and placed a muffin between us. Sorry, takes at least two of these to get me completely awake this time of day. He mentioned to his company before picking it up and downing the rest. He seemed the cup down and smiled as he noticed the muffin. Chocolate and you come through again? You may a traveller's friend are quite reliable. Are you alright? You look like a little distant and preoccupied. Something on your mind? Chocolate, I'm fine. Like I said, I need at least 2 cups before I'm at least half normally. I'm at the club. Suppose I cut the muffin in half, offered him to. Smiled and took a piece off the top, after munching on it. He was a very different person outside of the club. I began to wonder if it was just me. So he said, you sure seem like more than just a little bit of a sleep deprivation. I thought, really? It's no way. It can't just take a bit out of me working a long night like that. Being on all the time, you know. Sorry, not trying to push, just getting a glitch on you. Who, why would you keep working if it keeps you up so late? Pierce said. Jack replied, it takes a lot out of me, but I wouldn't give it up for anything. I love the interaction, meeting new people, making smiles. Fair enough. He stood for a moment at his step up for the letting out a struggle. Drinks, I mean. It's part of my job to be energetic and friendly, Jack said. Not to make out like I'm gonna be a buzzkill, but I apologize in advance if I'm a little zombified this morning. It's hard to be high energy every minute after every day. Spew said, hey, I had those days when I came home immediately passed out on the couch. I guess that's a little more depressing than when I'm not coming back from a party or work and it's just killing time around the house. Still, that's why we invented coffee and muffins. To take the edge off our worst days. Not just coffee and muffins and drinks and pop. True, Jack's replies is true, but we are a coffee shop. Being social, it's not exactly the worst. I should probably have another cup to get myself together. He waved down the waiter and heading around for a pot and got a refill. After a sip or two, he looked back up at me and smiled. Jack Pie says, so I'd like to know a little bit more about you. Okay. So I hear you have a thing for muffins. Do you normally invite random people to eat them with you? Does it make it less awkward? Superior Supplier says, you were the most interesting person there, and I thought I should get to know you, this guy better. Is that so strange? Chocolate, would you think less of me if I said yes? Huh? Spear said, huh? What? Why would you say something like that? I said, huh? Because I'm a relative attractive scality client bartender. It's like the open season of getting a piece of my tail. I enjoy the attention, but not the attention if you catch my meaning. Okay. Pew said, I'm not sure I really do. You like being the center of attention, but not getting attention for it. Everyone wants to see what's under the uniform, but that's where it stops. I work in a room with hundreds of people, irregular basics, and sometimes it's like none of them actually want to get to know me. They just want to bang the bartender. Oh, I see. I suppose that's why you threw me for a bit of a loop. You went nice, and you backed off when I asked you to. Suppose I can't believe that. I mean, the way you mix drinks all night. bartender. Just talking with you had me want to know more. I mean, I'm surprised you didn't have a million phone numbers every night. Just I do. It's just none of them really want me to call to talk so much as to call to see if I want to fool around. Ah, Spirit said, if you are looking, is that so bad? I know you wouldn't be too sad about having my pick of half the people I saw at the club. It's just not my scene. Too many wild oats when I was younger, I guess. Oh, we both settled into our awkward silence for a moment, just lipping coffee, nibbling on the muffin. Eventually, I just had to speak up. Spear said, well, I'm not one of those booty callers. I mean, you're quite attractive in or out of your outfit, but I wanted to get to know all about you, not just what I saw at the club. I blushed a little when I realized what I just said, but he just smiled and let it slide. Jack replies, thanks, it's flattering, but also nice to know your muffin didn't come with ulterior motives. She said, nope, just delicious as this, and following in. He laughed and began to relax, easing the tension that had been building. Still, something was bothering me. People, I said, sorry, I just can't get over how different you are at the club. That can't just be a mask, can it? Jack says, you think you're going to get my whole life story with just a cup of coffee and a muffin? It's going to take much more than that. People, then how about a movie? There's a want to just down the street in a little bit. Maybe if I add tickets and popcorn, you could tell me your favorite color. Jack replied, I'm not a dude in work until 3, and as you could tell from my earlier phone call, I'm not exactly overwhelmed with things to do. But maybe I should. Only just met and I picked up my half-eaten muffin and held between us. I swear the muffin that's not just in it because you have the cute touch and mix up mean drinks. I mean, in this for much more than that. Jack replies, sorry, I guess it's just a reflex, not particularly helpful for one either. I set the muffin back down and of my hands and said, I know I don't like the forward. You get plenty of that at work. Let's just go to the movie, enjoy some popcorn, and see how the day takes us. Your game. Of course. How can I say no to a muffin swear? It's the most honourable one can make, with a baked good. We both finished our coffee, and I'm all a green tea person, not chocolate, but I'll coast if we could just make the 11 o'clock showing before we step out the door. He paused and smiled at me. Jack said, it's blue, by the way. I couldn't help but smile as he walked past me out the door. As we made our way to the theatre, more Jack I met at the club began to peek through. I was happy to see it and kept the conversation light. Ooh, okay. Eastwood was one of the oldest multiple-story buildings renovated into the multiplex, while the AK still looked like a charming old-fashioned theatre. The inside was equipped with the latest technology. Stepped in through the pulled glass doors and up to the ticket counter. Oh, good morning, what can I do for you? I noticed the gentleman in a small ticket booth as we drove by the vaulted ceiling. The lobby was absolutely massive. Shaking my head, I walked up towards the counter and glanced at what I overheard. Suppose did you have anything showing now? Well, Good said, well, we've got a few movies that are just about to start. It's been a slow morning, so we've got seats left in all of them. The two of us looked over the list to pick something out. Jack really tried to pay for his own ticket, but I insisted on covering everything. Is there anything in particular you'd like to see? The previews are about to start. What should we go for? Western, romantically, comedy, or horror? Why not? We'll go a bit of a horror. 2 tickets for Blood is Thicker Than Evil. As ticket salesman swiped my card, dropped a sharp here and glanced up at me. I didn't know you were a horror fan. Very rarely, but I suppose it is fun. Who doesn't like getting scared now and again? Clearly you haven't been to the club drawing karaoke and $2 shot nights. Oh. Jack didn't seem thrilled with my choice of movies, and I wasn't about to tell him my honest motive of getting a little closer to him. Still, everything I really suggested it was just another cheesy slasher film, nothing to get worked up about. We found our seats, spectacularly going up our armrest and under the sharing with the popcorn drug sectors. We were about both silent and snagging while the lights began to dim. The movie opened in a remote location near a lake. I was about to roll my eyes when they pulled in close to a body laying on the pool of blood all there. A floor of the cabin. When the body began to twitch and shuddered, the head turning a very disturbing and distraction. Suddenly turned and pressed his face against my shoulders. At first I was grinning at the thought of that my plan had worked so well. However, as he began to turn a couple my grin faded. I suspiciously shifted positioning to make it as if we were whispering and leaned down. We can go if you want. It's alright. He shook his head, closing his eyes and gathering himself back up. He fell back into his seat and faced the screen. I could see him cringe now again. Glancing away from the movie, I moved in my hand over the and squeezed his gently. His hand would sense and calmed down and lent his fingers through mine. By the end of the movie, I was afraid he was going to snap my fingers. But once the credits came up, the script relaxed. Jack's colour began to return as we left the theatre and stepped back out into the sunlight. He was past me a week smart after giving me a short sigh of relief. We'll say sorry. Sorry. I'm not scared now again, but I didn't know you have a problem with it. Susan, Jack replied, I can handle the vomit drawer and venom when there were spilled off drinks, but clearly I still have some limits. That said, it's certainly had a good point. He slid his hand into mine and squeezed it softly. I felt my cheeks flushed in response. I really should get going. I have a few errands to run before work. I slid my hand into his a moment and squeezed it softly. He had a good time, right? Spears said. Replied and said, I did, it was fun. Getting a chance to spend some time outside the bar with someone. Guess I was feeling a little more jaded than I thought. We stood for a long, awkward moment. Now I was seeming to want to walk away as I looked up into those bright orange eyes, and I knew I had to do something. Hmm. And by the end, I stepped close to him and placed a hand on his shoulder. He shifted uncomfortably for a moment, his shifting rudder as I leaned down and pressed gently to his cheek. I felt him shiver a little against me as his eyes lit close. We stayed there for just a moment before he slowly drew back and I glanced away. We we should do this again sometimes. Spear said, definitely, of course. He stared for a moment before smiling up at me. Jack Pye said, I'm off in a couple of days. How about we get together for some dinner? Sure. Spear replies, I'd love to. I can pick you up at your place. Stay around Edish. There's a great place near my house. I'll be wanted to go to. Jack replied, near your place, sir. You sure you don't have some other movies? Not at all. He said, not at least. I could do another muffin swear if you need me to. Jack replied, no need. I'm pretty sure I can trust you. Why don't I meet you there at 8? No point in having you head all the way to my place if it's near yours. We said our goodbyes, parted ways. For me, at least, I felt quite a bit better about the situation. Even if I was a little rusty at this, I still did good, even though to keep him in interest. Back in the car, I went over my date in my mind, smiling as I relieved the good bites. I knew I'd be coming home to Kobe and million questions, but I could still enjoy the memory of my first day in a long time. Who's messaging me? Hmm. Well, before we do it, let's save it. We don't wanna. Yeah, let's save it just in case. Yes, we don't lose our mission. Okay. Um. No, that's not it. What was it? Back home. Oh no, yeah, I'm already back home. Can I go in my bedroom? Okay, guess not. I'm sure we can. Just have to figure it out. Nope. Make messages. Do I have any messages? No, no messages. I'm sure Kirby wants to. Yeah, no, him. He wants to ask questions. Okay. Now let's see. Where are you, Kirby? No, thank you. that's one way to get back to my room. Anyway, yeah, we'll save it here. Actually, we'll save it here. Yeah, let's save it here. I must say that was an interesting story. Alright, exit the menu. Well, ladies and gentlemen, boys, girls, and short ages, and all that, I am going to end the video here. But if you like this, then I'm going to take my 3 face stamp cards. First, I take my first face stamp card. Scrub me, Wolfzone Legendary, First Night Off, Futurist Champion, and Pokemon owners. But wait, I'm not done just yet. I take my second face stamp card. Please press the red button to subscribe, press the button to follow, and even press the green button to like, follow, subscribe, and support. But wait, I'm not done just yet. I've added my third and final face stamp card, which I'll leave this in the description down below, so you can follow me on social media Universe World website. And the social media Universe World website are Discord, Steam, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, and of course Twitch and Kick. And once you clicked on all that, you officially join the Superior 9000 Empire Corporation International Industry Enterprise to make channel bigger, better, stronger, more noticeable in the future to all other social media account platforms and game streaming channel account platforms. The Superior 9000, the game streamer that nobody knows the future, becoming entrepreneur, extraordinary influencer, pro game streamer, actor, model, and creator, broadcaster, and future wrestler. Sign up. Okay, everyone, take care, stay at home, be safe, wash your hands, this away, and of course, most importantly, and I'll repeat most importantly, and remember this, wear a mask, and I'll see each one in your next video of mine. But before I go, I have one thing to say. Let's pro game streamers like myself, Wolfzone Legendary, and others can do big things, especially online video game streaming. All you gotta do is type me in the search, click on the channel, and see. Thank you for flying Superior Fast Chat. We have you enjoyed this videos. Support, subscribe to this channel and other platforms as well.